Hey everybody, thanks for coming back to another episode of Friday Favorites. Today I am featuring a project that I really love, and I made this one time before a long time ago when it first came out, and I have been meaning to make more of them, and I had gotten around to it, so I lost the one that I had. So here we are, making another one for you. So this is one of my favorite projects to do. This one is brought to you by Laura from Following the Paper Trail, and it is a shopper organizer. She calls it a shopper organizer mini book, and several different uses. You can use it for a coupon book or receipts, or what have you, or even if you want to make it to a mini album, you can. So here is the one that I made as my sample, and it's using the Garden Party paper stack from Die Cuts with a View. And I just have a little, I have a button here and some faux suede attached with a Velcro. And it opens up like this. So cute! I love it. And this is the coupon book. So Laura has hers tied. I use Velcro. And as you can see, you have spaces for your coupons. And what I've done extra is add the names. So that says Michael's, that says Joann's, and that says Cub's, which is a grocery store. And I have 2 more pockets to spare. So for my coupons and receipts, there. And then that just Velcros, and I have extra room there. And then here is a little notepad that comes out like so. Tucks in there. And then you could apply a pen or a pencil here if you want to. I just opted not to because I have so many in my purse. And then it just closes, and then I have my little background there. So, and I throw this in my purse and go. So, this is kind of a 2-in-1. I'm going to show, which is like my most asked question, is how I wrap a mini album. So, I'll show you how I wrap this, and you can just take this and use it for your mini album. So, hopefully we won't run out of time. So, I've done a lot of prep work to kind of keep it going. So, what you need to do is cut some chipboard because we're going to wrap it. So, first, the link below will have Laura's information, so she could walk you through this video maybe clearer than I can, but I'll link the video below to this particular mini album. So you want your book to be cut at 2 pieces of chipboard, both sides, 7 inches long by 5 inches across, and you want 2 of those, 7 inches long by 5 inches across. You also want a little spine, and this one, which happens to be a tad crooked, is 7 inches long by 3/4 inch apart, or 3/4 inch wide. So 3/4 by 7. Okay? So once you get that cut you want to get a piece of pattern paper. And this is the pattern paper that I'm using. So you want this to be cut 1/2 inch, whichever size you want your mini book to be, you want 1/2 inch on all of your sides so that you can wrap it. Okay, so if you have a book that's 5 by 7, you want to cut it so that it's 6 by 8. Just 1/2 inch bigger than your chipboard. So this one is actually cut at 12 by 8. So 12 going left to right, and then 8 inches tall. Okay, and I just center my chipboard pieces in the middle. I use some sticky tape on the other side just to keep them from falling. So, and then this is red tape, sticky adhesive, double-sided tape. So once you get these lined up onto that paper, and you want to make sure that it's directional, the way that you want it to be wrapped. Once you get that centered onto the paper where there's 1/2 inch on each side, then you're good to go. So the wrapping is pretty simple. Then you want to take your red tape off. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't want to take your red tape off. You want to miter your corners first. Miter your corners. So, and that means just to cut off the corners of all 4 sides so that it won't show. You just want to leave just a little piece, 1/8 of an inch. And one more. So now, once you're done doing that, now you can take off your double-sided tape. I like to use double-sided red tape because it just works better. Or even any kind, but just a double-sided tape. ATG, yes, you can use it, but I find this to be a lot more tackier so that it stays a lot longer. And then you just want to take off all of your adhesive. Okay, once you've done that, I like to start with the short corner, and I just gently fold it forward to get the crease started. And then fold it over. Take your bone, take your bone folder and just kind of go over it. I'm going to do the other side. All right. And then fold it over. And get my bone folder, give it a good crease. And same thing with the outer edges. And then the last one. This may be a part 2, but I'm going to try to make it part 1. And you just want to go over your folder. Go over with your bone folder. Okay? So this is what your wrapped cover would look like. And I just like to just move it a little bit just so it won't be so stiff. Now, your liner sheet, so you can cover this chipboard of an alternating color or the same color, is going to fit nicely right in the middle. So you want this, according to what we're doing on this exact size, you want this measurement to be 6 3/4 by 10 3/4. 10 3/4 this way by 6 3/4 that way. And I always just put an extra few pieces of just ATG tape there. And gosh darn it, I forgot to line this for prep, so we'll have to do that right now. I like to use double-sided tape on this as well because it's going to be opening and closing a lot. So I will fast forward this part. Right, I've applied my adhesive on the back, and I'm just going to apply my liner, center it right in the middle of my book here, and adhere down. So now we want to gently pull up, and I just always like to go over just a little bit. There we go. So there you have your book cover. That's the front, or that's however way you want to have it. I like this side, so that's how I'm going to have it, and then it opens just like that. So now you have your line. This is how I wrap all of my mini albums, and you can just add your binding rings. So if you have 1-inch binding rings, you know you want to make your holes 1 inch apart from each other on your spine. Of course, you need the spine to be bigger, but so anyway, that's in general how you wrap your lining. So now it's time to make the insert for the book. So the coupon part. Now for this, I'm not going to add a extra pouch. I'm not extra closure. Just going to do a book. So now you want to get whatever. I use craft cardstock. So you want to take how many ever coupon spaces you want in general. So I cut these 5 times because I think that's just enough for me. So I cut 5 pieces of craft cardstock at 4 by 8. So 8 inches long, 4 inches tall. And I did 5 pieces. And then I had another additional piece cut at 4 by 6 1/4. And that's going to be your top layer when you're done, like your ceiling layer. Okay? So you want to take one of those pieces that's 4 by 8, and you want to score them 3/4 inch on each side. So 3 1/4 inches there, flip it, and 3 1/4 inches there. All right. Once that's done, you want to score it over, or not score it, but fold it over. Fold your score over, like so. Okay. Then you want to take, I used ATG tape on this one because I'm not going to be doing any severe bending, on these pages. But you can use red tape or whatever you wish. And you want to just tape the outer edges, the outer side. So this is the inside. Here, let me do this one. So you have your score paper. I like to flip it over, lay it flat, and just score the outer edge on both sides. Just the outer edge. So the edge is closest to the end. Okay? So since I've done all that, I've done 3 of them here. So you want to take your piece, so that's your outer glued edge, and you want to just start to stack them. Match them and stack them. So I match my bottom edges together, press it down. And you want to continue to keep building upon how many ever these that you have. Okay, so that's that one. And we do one more. Now, this top layer, you're done. So say you're done. You've got all your pages. You got all your pages done. Make these cute little folders. So now you want to put adhesive on the outer and the inner part of those last flaps that are in the front. Your outer and inner. And take that one piece that we cut that did not have the score marks, that one that was cut at 4 by 6 1/2, and you want to use that for your front ending piece. And then make sure that they're all matted together nicely. And there is your book, your accordion fold. And so the reason why you put the tape on the outside is so you can have room for when you open it up, like a file folder. So cute. I love it. So, okay, now that you have that, now you want to seal your bottom so that your coupons won't fall out the bottom. So you need a strip of paper, and I'm using cardstock again, and that's going to be cut at 6 1/2 by 2 1/2. Okay, 6 1/2 long, 2 1/2 wide. And then you want to score that at, let's see, how do I have it? You want to score it at 1 inch and 1 1/4 inch, so that there's just a 1/4 inch gap here. And then you want to score your folds. At this point, you could use a punch. So you really, when you look at it, you have a short end and a long end. If you want a decorative edge right here, now that's where you want to punch. That's when you want to use your punch. So I am actually going to do that. I'm going to punch this really quick. Okay. Clean this mess off. So now you have something that looks like this.